A follow-up for New Adventures in Hi-Fi by R.E.M. Yes. So I reacted to this a little while back. When was this? April 8th. It is currently June 13th. But that's okay. I've slowed down production on the channel, so every other week it's just been like album reactions, and now I'm just doing a batch of follow-ups here to let you know how I feel about how I feel. So this album is pretty good. A few duds. I would have trimmed three-ish songs or so. But overall, there's like some pretty quality stuff here that definitely should not be missed. So if we go track by track, you can see I have this at about a 3.5. I like most of what's on here. How the West Was Won and Where It Got Us. Great, like, mysterious vibe on this one. It's a bit slow, but the verses are nice, and the chorus is a nice tone break. Wake Up Bomb has this, like, weird hard rock glam thing going on here. Sort of similar reasons why I don't vibe with the more, like, bombastic Pavement tracks. It's just too strong of a taste, and the strong songwriting just doesn't jive with me. New Test Leper. Super pleasant, like 90s alt rock acoustic thing here. Interesting lyrics and vocal delivery from Stipe as well. Chorus is a bit odd, but it contributes to the song's strengths, I think. And there are other songs on this album too that like have interesting, like dynamic changes between the choruses and the verses. That's something I kind of noticed upon re-listens. Undertow. It's not bad. It kind of reminds me of some of like PJ Harvey's harder guitar sounds on that album I listened to. Is it To Give You My Love? It's just a bit long for me. It's not a bad track though. Ebo the Letter, cool composition underneath some deft lyrics from Stipe and Patti Smith, correct? It's not a personal favorite, but I think it's got a lot of chops, and I understand why it's one of their more popular artistic songs, I guess you could say. Leave, I warmed up to this one. The drop at 1 minute in is pretty sick, and even at 7 minutes, the track stays compelling. The solid verses and choruses, it's just a good track. I don't go back to it a lot because it's so long, but you can get kind of like lost in that like arpeggio thing, synth thing that's going on. It's pretty cool. Departure. I simply don't enjoy repetitive riffs. This one isn't as hard to swallow as other tracks I've heard. Like, what was it, Me and Honey? There was something off of like Out of Time where I was just like, this is like monotonous. But this track just doesn't offer enough for me. It's decent, but like overshadowed by a lot of other stuff on this album. Bittersweet Me, good song with a great chorus. It's a personal favorite here. It's like more of a 3.75, and I like the alt rock feel. Be Mine. It's a great track with a mesmerizing riff. Stipe's lyrics and melody are bittersweet and complement the distorted guitar really nicely, I feel. Chorus guitar feels a bit cliched, but honestly, like in a good way. Binky the Doormat it's just simply like too strong of a taste. It's not my thing, not my vibe, and it also doesn't really fit with this album's mood. Zither, kind of a random instrumental, but like R.E.M's instrumentals are always pretty interesting, and I like that vintage tone too. Kind of like not in the same mood, but like with Starmy Kitten off of Automatic, where it's like this has like a retro feel to it, and I like never would have expected R.E.M to be that kind of band. So Fast So Numb, kind of boring songwriting wise, power chordy guitar, cliched vocals. It just feels like any other throwaway 90s alt rock track. But like in that regard, okay. Low Desert is like, it's that like harder Americana chill thing, and I can see the appeal for certain, but it just doesn't do it for me personally. And then Electrolyte, it's the best track on the album for me. I adore the piano line and the tone, and Stipe's performance is a stellar counterpart to it as well. Man, anytime you have like Mills on piano and Stipe on vocals, like great stuff, man. Perfect circle. The overall phrasing and pace are sublime as well. It's just a great song. I really dig it. It's probably the one I've listened to most off of this album. So, New Adventures in Hi-Fi, solid album. Nice way to end the Bill Berry era. My personal favorites are Leave, Be Mine, and Electrolyte, with shout outs to How the West Was Won, New Test, Leper, Bittersweet Me, and Zither. So yeah, I would cut like Binky the Doormat, So Fast So Numb, Low Desert, I don't know, Undertow and Departure are also kind of whatever, Wake Up Bomb, whatever, but like there's a lot of solid stuff on this thing that you definitely should check out if you haven't done so. And that is my follow-up for New Adventures in Hi-Fi by R.E.M. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, Godspeed.